Okay, this is day 2 of my video sale series. We'll have one more tomorrow, and then we'll have an actual small live sale on Friday, followed by a short regular live for the Serial Killer Journal Project. So don't think that we're not going to do it this week. We'll have a small session after Friday's sale, about a half an hour after. I need a little break in the middle, get a little something to eat, all that great stuff. There is still some day 1 items available. There's another video in the sale playlist, or it's just yesterday's video. So if you go look at my live video, my live video selection, because this will record as a live, even though I'm not making it public at this moment. It's going to be in the live section, not the video section, if you are looking for it. So there's still, a number of items from yesterday. So if you're interested in that, pop on over to the next video and have a look at it. So for day 2 of my April 2023 video series, I just want to remind you guys of the rules. To request items, first of all, if you're new, please do shoot me an email with your PayPal email, your real name, your YouTube name, and your full shipping address, including zip code, so that I can calculate your shipping at the end of the sale. It makes it quick and easy for me, and it lets me know that you're not just requesting items and with no intention to pay. It's very helpful and super awesome. So if you are, my email is in the description box below, and I will chuck it right here as well. So there is my email address. So to request items, please do not request them in the comment section. Please do shoot me an email with your list. First come, first serve. So I like to keep track of them just with one thing. It's easy to keep track of them by the timestamps in my inbox. That way I don't have to look at multiple places, Messenger, in the comments and figure out who was first. It just streamlines it for me, and I appreciate it a great deal. I request payment as soon as possible after you have received your invoice. Since we are having a live sale component to this sale, invoices will start going out on Friday evening and into Saturday. So you should have your invoices sometime on Saturday or at the very latest early Sunday morning. For anybody who pays those invoices by Monday, which is the 1st of May, I will get them. If you pay before Monday, the 1st of May by 12 noon, I will put your package out for delivery. We'll take them down to the post office and pop them into the lobby there on Monday. For everybody else, your package will be mailed within 24 hours of receipt of payment. You have 10 days after you receive the invoice to pay your invoice. On the 10th day, PayPal automatically sends you a reminder notice. And on the 13th day, if I have not heard from you, I do cancel those invoices. So please be aware of that. If you have 2 cancellations within 6 months for non-contact after the sale, you cannot order from my sales in the future. The only place you would be able to order from me is in my PayPal shop. So please do understand that. Outside of that, let's get down to what the sale is all about. Let's make it quick and snappy for you guys. First item today is a 3-pack of coffee dyed large envelopes. These are, got my trusty ruler. So we're just measuring obviously to the fold here. These are the ones from the Boo Crew, the same ones we used for the Boo Crew bag this month. So it is about 13 inches by about 9 3/4. It's a smidge over 9 3/4. So, and there's 3 in the set. They do have the sticker on there but chances are if you're using it to make a journal or whatever you're doing with it, that you're going to cover that over anyway. In the envelope journal that we are making right now, which we'll be working on day 2 of that on Sunday upcoming, which would be if Monday is the 1st. So that would be the last day of this month. I can't remember if there are 30 or 31 days in this month, so please forgive me. But it is this coming Sunday, the day before May 1st. So these are nice. They're coffee dyed, so they do have some grunge on them. You can see here. Probably not showing up that good there. But you can see a little grunge in there. So they're all a little bit grungy. We'll just do, you can see that one's got quite a bit of a little grunge on it. Just a nice coffee dyed set. So 3 per set. I have 3 sets available. Oh, and I forgot. For requesting the items in the email, please include the item number and the name of the item wherever you can. Even if you shorten it a little bit, that's fine, but it makes it easier for me. So we're going to continue on from yesterday's sale. Yesterday, we ended on item number 11. Today, this is item 12. 3-pack coffee dyed large envelopes, 13 by 9 3/4. There are 3 of those available, and they are $2.50 a pack. So let's slide this over here and move on to the next item. Oh, I forgot to turn this upside down. I always like to just flip my pile right over when I am doing this. So item number 13 for today's sale is a pack of music paper. There are 2 packs of music paper. This one is single sheet. The next one up is a signature, a fold out 2-page thing. These are ones that happen to be single sheet. So these are tea dyed, but they do have some grungy spots on them. So we'll do a quick flip through here so you can get an idea. They're a light tea dye with some grungy bits on them, A little bit of patterning here from where they were drying. Let's see. So there you go, like a little waffle kind of pattern. The back of this one has some orange cross contamination. Sometimes that does happen. Something left on the mat. Let's see here. Again, some waffling down here, so it's lighter at the top and darker at the bottom. This one's got some, occasionally you flick some water all over it. Well, not water, but the coffee or tea, whatever you're dyeing with. Here again, just a little light markings. There we go. Little bit of grunge on there. So this is a light tea dye with a little bit of grunge. Pardon me. A little tear right there. It does happen. Some waffling on there. This page is a little more grungy than some of the other ones, front and back. And what do you know? It's upside down. It must be wonderful indeed. And then Oregon for Box Students, which is the book these all came out of. And then nice grungy back on that. So that is our single sheet. It is 10 single sheets. And we lost our... I've lost it. There it is. Okay. So this is item number 13, 10-pack single sheet. Tea dyed with some grunge music practice paper, music sheets. $1 for the 10-pack. 1 available. Item number 14 is a same thing, 10 sheets, but instead of single sheets, they are signature pages. And these are coffee dyed, and they are grungy. This particular one had some gray oversplattering on it. So this one does have a little bit of gray from a different batch. It happens in Garagelandia, So these will be a little bit grungier. There's some burgundy cross contamination on there. It's from a practice book, so there's, other things in there besides just music. But there are 10 total signature pages. They are in good shape. A little bit more of the gray cross-contamination in there. But you can see the where the fold is in really great shape. Here we go. And this got a crunched corner. It was like that already. Some nice patterning on this one. And on the inside as well. Grungy bit right there. Pathways of Song. Let's see if it says a date. Oh, it's if you do the, I don't do the Roman numerals. I'd have to punch that in the computer. It's MCM XXXIV. So that's when the copyright is. That does not necessarily mean that's when it was published, because the music can be copyrighted well before the published date. And this page, super grungy. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off the side here, aren't I? Sorry about that. Here we go. A little overall patterning on here. Looks like maybe a leafy pattern placemat was under that. And this one does have a little split right here in the fold. Last page, it's the lightest one, the Sandman. There we go. In Evening's Glow. All right. So 10 signature pages. Right there. Quite a bit of grunge on some of these. This one is $2 for the 10 signature pages. This is item number 14. 10 signature coffee dyed with grunge. With cross-contamination and grunge. I'm just adding words so that I make sure when I invoice I write down the right thing. Okay, so item number 14, 10 signature pages, music paper, $2. Okay, we're going on to item number 15, which is this is a 12 pack. Is it that right? 12. Let me just double count. 1. Oh, and they're pastel. So there's yellow. That's 2, 3, 4. Kind of a light green. 5, 6, 7. This is light green. The other was light blue. Pink. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. And then just some like a regular kind of color, like a off-white sort of color. So it is not each pack contains some of each color: a light yellow, a light blue, a light green, a light pink, and then just like a regular kind of cream colored paper. So 12. Item number 15 is a 12 pack of the tea dyed lined. They're from some kind of planner thing where you pop it into the little binder thing. I don't know what system it was for. These came rubber banded from the thrift store. I love to find me some thrift haul stuff. So for the 12 pack, this is $2. So that's going to be $2. There are 3 of those available. Item number 15, 12 pack tea dyed pastel selection. A little bit of grunge on those. There is a little bit of grunge on these, and they are a tea dye. This is a tea dyed item. Okay, so that is item number 15. Next up is so on the dot matrix paper here, I have 2 10 packs, which I'm going to show you first, and then 1 25 pack, which I will show you second. There are 2 different numbers on the list. So this is the dot matrix paper with the removable edges. You can use them with the edges on, without the edges on, however you like. They are not continuous pages. I have separated them. At some point, if I can get a little bit of a dyeing vat, I'll do multiple sheets. I'd like to do 5 sheets continuous, but I haven't got there yet. There is quite a bit. This is a coffee dyed one, and it is, I would say, medium grungy. You've definitely got some grunge involved in here. And then let's do the second 10 pack so you can get a feel for it. So here we go on this. You can see, if you don't like that really glossy, sometimes you get it where it's dried and it's actually a little glossy where it didn't diffuse out, it puddled. If you squirt that with a spray bottle and rub it lightly with a cloth or your finger, that will, or a paper towel, the glossy part will come off and it'll be more flat like this here. So a lot of grunge from the drying racks here. So these particular ones are pretty grungy. So this is item number 16, 10 pack coffee dyed dot matrix 20-pound paper. This is 20 pound, not the usual 24. The 10 pack is $4. And there are 2 available. And then we have one 25 pack. This is the same 20-pound dot matrix grungy paper. Came out of the same batch. So we'll just do a quick flip through. Some nice pooling there. Marks from the drying racks. This is a nice medium tint paper for the coffee with, I would say this is about medium grunge on this one. We'll see if there's any. I don't think we have any super, oops. It did flip past sheet. So there we go. It looks lighter on the screen than it is from my perspective, but it is a medium tint to the paper with medium grunge, I would say. So that is item number 17, 25 pack dot matrix paper 20 pound. That is $10, and there's only one of that one available. All right. So yesterday I showed you guys the books, those Franklin Institute faux leather bound books with the extra pages in it. These are the dyed pages. They are a green tint. It is a nice weight of paper, I have to tell you. They're in really good shape. So you can see kind of here, this has the green tint to it where it dyed a little lighter. Now this one is obviously a little grungier. Let's see about... And these are from all of the books, you get index pages. So there'll be all kinds of pages. I think there were 7 books that I picked up. I think I kept 2, but all the pages went into the dyeing. So these are 10 packs. This is vintage papers from, the books were all from between 1950 and 1956. They are in great shape. You wouldn't, I don't think, need to reinforce where the spine goes on the page. Some of them do have diagrams and charts and stuff like that. And then this last pack had, it had a tip in there. So I have just put that here. So this one pack is actually 11 pages. And I'll draw them at random. So one lucky person will get an extra. So you can see some of them are a little bit grungier than others. Like here you go. This is a little grungier. Nice chart going on. I love the green tint paper because it just adds another element to the coffee or tea dye process. And this is coffee dyed. So there are 3 of these packs of it. No, 4. I'm sorry, 4 of these packs available. So we must not have shown this one here. I think this one is probably a little grungier than the other 3 charts. But So there you go. There are 4 packs of these available. This is item number 18. 10-pack vintage coffee dyed with grunge. Book signature book pages here. Nice signature pages. So it folds right there. And that's what it would look like if it was in the book. So these are $2 for the 10-pack. And there are 4 available. Next item is I have 2 packs of green tint steno paper. And you can see it is a light tea with some grunge on it. Just a little bit of grunginess in there. Now this almost looks white on here, but it is just a very light tea on there. You can see some of the markings. Same with this one. This has a little bit more grunge on it here. But, oh, this one's a little grungier. So we'll call this one A. I'll make that change on here. This is item number 19, 10-pack green tint steno paper. A is the light, and B is the grungier pack. So it's got this. See, take a look at that. So if you care about the level of grunge in your pack, this pack has some grungy papers in it. So it's B if you want the grunge, A if you want the light. Again, first come, first serve. 1 light and 1 grunge available. 2 packs total for the steno paper, and that is 75 cents. Okay. Next item. So I'm going to skip item 20 for a moment because I have. So I'm going to show you what item 20 is, but I'm going to move to 21 briefly. Or no, I'm not. So I'm going to skip items 21 and 20 and 21. I'm going to show you 22 first, but this is item 20. So it's Giotto score pads. It is an eliminating game for words. I got the score pads super cheap at a yard sale, and they were so much fun. And it is a medium, not really grungy. So it's one-sided. So that will be item 20 when I bring it back up. This is item 22. It is a 23-piece, small piece selection of vintage score pads. And I don't know the dates on these. So there are a few wise and otherwise. Now, I don't think these are 1950s vintage. I think these are like 1980s retro kind of stuff. So party playoff, another kind of game. Let me turn this upside down here so that it'll still be. So, and each kit is going to contain a little bit different stuff. It may contain a few more or a few less of any. Like there may be 2 of these Mad Gab things in one instead of one. They, I think that's a bridge score sheet. Here, I think a couple of them have 2 of these. Here's another bridge score sheet. It's just various. Some Yahtzee in here. Some Uno. And various levels of grunge or not grunge. But this one has some Giotto papers in it as well. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are 10 of those in this pack. So 10 of the 23 papers are the Giotto score pads. And then I had a smattering of other ones from other packs and other dies that I put in there. So on item 22, there are 5 of these available. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So total of 5 of these. And they are $2.50 a pack. Let me just slide that down in there so we have it all nice and exactly the way it came out. So 1, 2. You can see this one has a clue one in it. Not all of them have the clue one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So they've all got a little bit different stuff in there, but similar. So this is item 22. It is a 23-piece small score pad papers from various games, $2.50. 10 of the 23 are the Giotto. So if you're looking for this one, item 22, a 23-piece miscellaneous small game score pad papers, $2.50, 5 available. Let me put that little, because they're in the cello, they're a little, and everything will arrive in cello. Because I don't like putting plastic out into the, and I'm a little bit cheap, I'm going to be honest. I try to combine multiple things into the cello, and I will put a sticker on it and list what's in there so that you can keep track of your orders and make sure you got everything, but that there's overall less plastic going out. Some people do reuse the bags, some people throw them out, but a cello bag is a plastic bag at the end of the day. So we are trying to use less of those. Okay, so now we're back to item 20, which is a 10-pack of just the Giotto score pads, only one-sided. So you've got, the other side is blank. You could back this on something if you wanted to. I just think it would be great fun to add these to journals. It adds just a little fun element to it. So these are $1.25. $1.25 for the 10-pack of Giotto score pads. Okay, and there are, so item 20, 10-pack Giotto game score pads, pad papers, $1.25, and there are 3 of those available, guys, 3. Give me just a second here. Okay, so this is a mashup. Like I said, this is a Destash, so I'm going through my inventory, my personal stash, and so this is parchment paper squares. I believe these are, if I knew where my ruler was. Oops. And we could have it going the right way, couldn't we? These are 9x9 squares, and these are 9x12 deli papers. So you can hear a little bit different. Baking parchment, deli paper. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the baking parchment paper, the 9x9 baking parchments. And there are, let's get this opened up if we can. Here we go. So 1. And these have a lot of the marks from the drying rack on it. So 6. Well, we'll add this together at the end. It's 15 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we got a little bit of a folded corner there, and if you don't like the fold line in these, I'll tell you what, you press it under a book or you run an iron over it real quick, comes right out. So you got a total of 15. I believe we said 1, I think we said 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 of the 9x9 parchment papers, 9 of the deli papers. Definitely grungy. $2 for the pack, 1 available. Okay. Now where did the rest of my stuff go? So that was item number 21, 15 pieces parchment / deli paper, $2, 1 available. We already did item 22. That was the small pieces. Here we are. They're down here because they were smaller. All right, so this is a 11 pack of vintage coffee dyed with some grunge. These are vintage. These are from the 70s. And I think that's considered vintage now. If I'm wrong, let me know. But these are from the 70s. They're we got lucky at an estate sale. Found a small pile of these. This is the last of them. The other ones have all sold. So 11 pieces, 5x8 index cards, lined on one side. It is coffee dyed, and there is a little grunge. So we'll go through here. Just so you can see. Love to use index cards in different things, you know. They make great bases for a lot of things. And they're just fun to add if you have like a pocket and you're looking to add a little space in a writing journal. So this is item number 23, 11 pieces. Vintage coffee dyed with some grunge. 5x8 index cards, lined. $1, one available. Then we have 11 pieces again. This is tea dyed. There's a little bit of grunge and patterning on this, but this is grid index cards. It's a little bit of grunge. You can see like on the back here. You can kind of see the patterning from the dry rack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's a little grungy. 7, even lighter grunge, but there is patterning on it. 8, 9, 10, and 11. Let's put our little... most of the times I do not include the owl clips, although occasionally I will send one on. I reuse those as much as I can to save on costs. It just helps me keep things divided up while we're doing that. So this is item number 24. 11 pieces, tea dyed with some grunge. 5x8 index cards, grids style, $1. Here we have, I think this is a 9-pack, 9 pieces. These are the smaller version, 3x5 of the grid index. Grid on one side, blank on the other. 1, 2, 3, grungy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's 10, 9, and 10. This is 90 cents for this 10-pack. This is item number 25. 3x5 grid index cards, 90 cents. 1 pack available. Last item for tonight's sale, and here we are at about 33 minutes again. There are 2 of this available, so I'm going to put one aside. We're just going to look at one. They are roughly the same. This is a random book page pack. Some signature, some single sheet. So great for jelly plating if you like making painting papers out of it. They can be hinged together as journal pages. You can just fold them in half and use them this way. I know some people have hang-ups about you want it as it originally appeared in the book, you know, without them. But some people do it the other way as well, so they can be used either way. So from small to large, I'm going to flip the pack over and we're going to go from back to front so that it's easy to get in the bag at the end. This is a mix of adult and kid pages. Occasionally there is a, this is from a Grateful journal, and it was a book, so it's technically a book page. And they are coffee and tea dyed both. So this is from a kid's practice book kind of thing. And here there is like a little bit of apple green cross-contamination in the form of a grid pattern there. Then we've got single sheet pieces from music paper with various patterning on them. This one is from that same children's practice book. This has a flower pattern on it from from the drying mat. And then here we go. Signature page from Dracula. Index from Attraction Index. So this is probably from a it's from a travel magazine, Travel Oklahoma, but it was on regular paper, so we dyed it. These are, I think, from these are from a children's book. I'm not sure the title. So these are tea dyed with a little bit of grunge. There we go. A woman's voice. It's the front page from a quote journal. Here we have two signature pages from a children's storybook. I believe this is one of those childcraft books, and these two pages are vintage. Here are the two pages from the Grateful Journal. This is from one of those Star Wars books that our Star Wars pack came from. This item is non-dyed. This is a super light tea-dyed signature page from Asian book. Asian language. No, I don't know. Then we have some Dr. Seuss tea-dyed. These may in fact be coffee dyed. They're a little bit darker. So we had just a selection of papers from some damaged Dr. Seuss books. They're just fun stuff to include. You could easily hinge these together and put them just about in any journal. Say if you're making like a Grateful journal and you want it to be fun, you can write your Gratefuls in the blank spaces there and still have all that fun imagery on the page. These are from that Star Wars book about all the people and the things in the Star Wars universe. It was an illustrated thing. We used the illustrated pages for the Star Wars book page pack, which there are still a few of. May the 4th is coming around again. They are in the shop. I think there's 2 or 3 still available if you're interested in that. This is a signature page from one of those little things you can pick up like from a natural a state park. The little passport books sometimes that they pass out. So there's one of those. Oh, here's a few more of the Star Wars book pages. This one even has an illustration on it. This is from a dictionary. This is from a 70s dictionary. And then there's a few more. Here we go. Star Wars pages. And then we hit the smaller ones. So let's see here. Here's another different Asian language book, I think. Nope, that's just a single page. And there's a couple of those. Here we go, a couple of English-French dictionary page papers. And then this is from the little 14,000 Things to Be Happy About book. It's just a list of things like backsoother, spending an hour in a casino, and then vamoosing. Ocean scallops sauteed in a very delicate curried drawn butter. So just kind of old rail fences wearily climbing the hill. So those are fun to include in journals, you know. Or jelly print on them. You know, all the things you can do with book pages. So you can see it is mostly single signature, but there are some single sheets, but there are some signature pages. And each pack is, you know, largely the same mix. 2 packs available. So this is our final item for today's video. There's 2 packs of these. 50-piece tea coffee mix, book page papers, mostly single sheet, some signature. And it is $4 for the 50 pack. We're keeping it cheap as we can for some of these items, you know, passing it on because it's the last of some of these items. And I need the inventory space, like I said. So we are up to item 26, 50 plus piece random. Let me put the word random in here. Book page pack, single sheet and signature. A mix of children's book pages and adult book pages. Just fun for you to play with and do different mixed media stuff on. Let's bring out a little bit of, while I blather at the end here. Let's bring out something for you to look at that isn't my buggy placemat. So there's some of our things from today's sale. A little bit of steno paper, some Giotto pads. There we go. A little bit of fun for you guys. So that's the end of this video. Remember to email me if you saw items you wanted to request. First come, first serve. After I start receiving requests, I do go back into the videos, and I put in, I try to check several times a day. So I do go back and I put in what has sold. So check there if you like before you place in your request. If it's not early in the day, like if you see this later, I do try to set these for early in the morning when I can. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. It's Wednesday already. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope to see some of you live this evening for work on the new collage roll. And we'll have a look at our pressed Rollatini pages from the old collage roll. Have a great, I already said that, didn't I? Can you tell who's tired? It's me. However you're spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that is the end for this video. Look for another one tomorrow. It'll be our final video before our actual live sale on Friday, which should be fairly short. We will have some items on Friday as low as 10 cents a piece. We're going to do index cards and doilies and coffee filters and tickets and stuff like that. So if you're not interested in those things, and we'll do a recap of what hasn't sold from the weekly video sales. I just find these are easier for you guys. Not everybody can be available on a Friday night. Maybe you have plans with your family. Maybe that's your game night, your movie night. So I thought video sales are a good way for everybody to get a chance at the items. And for those people who will be available on Friday, we're doing a live sale component with all kinds of fun dipped items. Tomorrow's items should all be colored items instead of coffee tea. I think we have rounded up for now all the coffee tea items that I need to get out of inventory so I can make room for some fun new things coming in. Good night, you guys. And that is the end. It's night for me, morning for you. Oops. I pushed the wrong button. I said not yet.